Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Blaster Master Enemy Below. That sounds oddly hot. Obviously, the Nintendo Entertainment System had a wide range of extremely popular games that launched entire franchises, and one of those games was a masterpiece of retro gaming known as Blaster Master. The story of a boy who jumps down a hole to save his frog and ends up piloting a robot tank to fight mutants, don't think too much about it, was an instant hit because it did something that at the time wasn't seen very often. Multiple styles of gameplay blended seamlessly together. You would do some standard platforming in a tank, then enter specific levels, and the game would neatly transition to a top-down action game. That, combined with one of the best soundtracks on the NES, made Blaster Master extremely memorable. So memorable, in fact, that it created a franchise that kinda jumped around all over the place. Blaster Master Jr. was on the Game Boy, then the direct sequel, Blaster Master 2, was only on Sega Genesis. 7 years later, we saw the simultaneous release of Enemy Below for Game Boy Color and Blasting Again for the PlayStation. Then 10 more years go by before Blaster Master re-emerged on WiiWare of all things with Blaster Master Overdrive. And finally, another 7 years pass, and we get the reboot, Blaster Master Zero for the Switch. Of course, Zero has had enough popularity to get its own sequels, with a new one released just over a year ago. Yes, Blaster Master has an impressive legacy, one that I've never actually touched, so I'm looking forward to finally trying one of these games. The cover is so perfectly of its time that I love it. The lightning background, the font, the 3D modeled vehicle, it's all a perfect time capsule of the early 2000s. Time to check out the handheld installment of this famous franchise. Let's blast off with Blaster Master Enemy Below. Oh, we're starting with a cutscene. Fancy. Oh man, Clayface is looking good. He has like so many abs. Okay, I'm more invested in this than I've been in anything ever. Meanwhile, in the same cutscene across town, I'm guessing, yeah, they're coming to him. They're like, you need to go back into Sophie and save the day with your tank skills. Blaster Master, Enemy Below. There's no music on the screen? Really? After all that build-up? Okay, Sunsoft, whatever. Let's play. Yep, it's Blaster Master, all right. It doesn't look like it's the same layout as the original game. It looks like it plays the same. All right. A to jump, B to shoot. P down there is my power meter, how much health I have. H is... oh, shoot. What was it? I did a little bit of research on Blaster Master. Oh, right, it's hover. But I don't actually have the hover power up yet. And the general goal is you go find keys to unlock new areas so you can fight bosses. The background looks really nice. Oh, and I think, yep, you can get out of your ship to collect stuff. That was a mine. I don't want to collect those. Those hurt. Ooh, slow down. Ooh, pretty bad slowdown. Not the worst I've run into, but it is definitely not good. I guess that's because they put so much work into the background. It's a little hard to see stuff with this weird background, by the way. Just a little, not terrible. Oh. Can we go in here? Yes, we can. Top down. G is, I believe, how strong my gun is. I think there are gun power-ups. Oh. Oh, I have bombs. Yeah, this looks really good. This looks very, very close to the original NES. I'm guessing I just do more. What are you? What are you? Why are you? Help. And in here is... yes. Oh, is that a key? That's a key. Okay, now I think we leave this area and keep looking. Yeah, this is looking really good. It's playing really well, too. It's got high difficulty, but so far they seem to be dropping a lot of power-ups for me, which does kind of help balance it. Can you drop some, like... thank you. How about you, too? Darn. I don't want to think about this thing's existence. That's actually a really cool sprite, for the record. Sunsoft games always had such great music. Even their worst games had just... I forget who their composer was, but they did such an amazing job. I think this is the way out. Yep. Oh, the slowdown! Oh! How do I actually... I did it, but now it won't let me do it again. I guess it's timed? Can I only use a certain amount? Uh-oh. Now, what I'd like to do is ideally get to a boss. So let's go ahead and cut ahead to when we find a boss. Oh. This is looking likely. Aha! Alright. There's gotta be a boss around here somewhere. Oh. Yeah, that's a boss, alright. What? What are you? Oh. Its tentacles don't actually hurt me. Maybe? Hang on, do they? It's hard to tell. Isn't this the boss from Undertale? Fire, fire, fire. This looks really nice, by the way. Oh, I died. Oh god, one life, no continues. Alright, we've seen what the game is like, but now... let's color it up. Ooh. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. Title's a little better now. But what is the actual gameplay like? Very colorful. Oh, this looks very nice. The only thing I really want to check with this, I don't want to spend too much time on the color, I just want to see if the slowdown is still there when playing on the Game Boy Color. And so far, the answer is no. But this is the real test, the background. Oh, that's so much smoother. Okay, yeah, this is one of those games you definitely want to play on the Game Boy Color. It's still really good on the original Game Boy. But on the Game Boy Color, look how much smoother this is. Oh, I love it. It looks good, it plays good. Difficulty's a bit high, and I got a nitpick or two. Just because it's kind of hard to avoid some of the enemies, but Blaster Master, there's a reason it stuck around. It's because it's a really, really good franchise with a bunch of really, really good games. It's just a damn solid combination of gameplay styles with just the most delightful music. Oh, seriously, just listen to this. Oh, this is the good stuff. Well, what do you know? A reliable franchise puts out another great game. Who'da thunk it? Okay, that's not always guaranteed. We've seen plenty of excellent franchises with underwhelming handheld titles. Even Mario's first attempt didn't age that well, but Sunsoft was able to perfectly scale down Blaster Master to the Game Boy with only a few minor wrinkles that came up. The game looked great, with quality sprites and really good backgrounds, although those backgrounds also resulted in some pretty noticeable slowdown when the screen got too busy. And of course, the music was delightful, as you would come to expect not only from the Blaster Master series, but from any game by Sunsoft. And in the all-important world of gameplay, Blaster Master Enemy Below really shined. Sure, it didn't do anything new with the series, but it didn't really need to because Blaster Master is one of those concepts that's timeless. Switching back and forth between side-scrolling platformer and top-down shooter worked well, and created an almost Zelda-like feeling with the dungeons being where all the big action was. Of course, that meant the platforming sections did drag on for a bit. I definitely preferred the top-down parts, but most importantly, playing the game on the Game Boy Color took away the slowdown and improved the overall look and feel of the game, replacing its issues with 56 glorious handheld colors. I absolutely recommend playing this game because it's retro fun from a reliable series, but if you're gonna play it, do so on the Game Boy Color, because it's a significant improvement in every way. I can't wait for the next game in the Blaster Master series, which, given its track record, will probably release on an Etch-a-Sketch or something. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm BrianJ, and I'll see you next time.